Hi everybody, welcome back to another Technique Tuesday. I'm Jessica here at Preferred Physical Therapy, where we help people 40 and over stay active, independent, live free from painkillers, and avoid surgery. Today's video will be particularly helpful for you if you find that you have trouble squatting down to the floor to pick up an item off the floor or reaching down to pick up the grandchildren due to weak hips or pain. I'll be going over a few modifications to the traditional squat to work on hip strengthening to help alleviate some of those symptoms that you have and hopefully get you strong enough to be able to squat down on the floor in the future. So the first variation on the squat that we're going to do today is almost like an assisted squat. You can have a chair behind you to help, or the bed behind you is fine as well. You can also use your hands to help. What you're going to do is start with your feet about hip width apart. You're going to slowly lower your bottom, bending from the hips rather than bending from the knees. Slowly lower down until you feel the chair or bed behind you. Sit down nice and easy, and you can use your hands as a guide or as a little bit of assistance on the way down. For the return to standing is where you can use more of your hands to help. To begin the motion, you do want to lean forward just a tad, and you can use your hands behind you to push up to give you that little bit of assistance as you then use your hip muscles to push up nice and tall, all the way tall at the very top, making sure you give me a good glute squeeze at the top. This you can do about 10 times, sitting down nice and slow, pushing up with the hands. So this next variation is called the mini squat. This exercise is great for you if you find that you have trouble deeper into that squatting motion but are fairly pain-free in the first quarter or half of the motion. What you're going to need is a chair or a dresser or something to hang on to in front of you and a little bit of open space behind you. Facing your solid object, hands here for contact just for a little bit of support. Feet about hip width apart. You're going to begin that motion through the hips, giving you a little bit of a hinge and a little bit of bend in the knees. And you're going to begin that squat motion only until you are feeling pain-free. If it begins to hurt, that's too far. You can do a quarter squat about there, or you can go a little bit deeper and do maybe a half squat. As long as it's pain-free, that's a great range for you. So this quarter squat or half squat is still working those muscles back there, still working the hamstrings and the glutes. Give me a big glute squeeze at the top, just like the other variation. We're still working those muscles, but we're remaining in a pain-free range. I hope you all found those exercises helpful. If you have any questions or comments, please leave those down in the comments below and we will get back to you. Keep an eye out for the blog post coming out later this week about arthritis in the hips and knees. And if you happen to be in the area, please feel free to drop by and drop off a canned good donation for our St. Mary's Food Bank Drive.